7 and will stay on after 7 minutes, and you have 30 seconds to wrap it up. Please help me welcome Miss Sonya Ross. Have a safe summer. Have a safe summer, Sonya Ross.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. Good evening. I recently read an article in the Florida Times-Union on drowning. It says that in Florida, 744 children have drowned over the past 10 years, and it usually happens in the spring and summer months. Now this touched me because I have 2 small kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 10-year-old. It also brought to mind an incident that happened with my 3-year-old a few months ago, and he could have easily been a part of this statistic. We went down to Orlando, Florida for spring break, and we stayed at the Nickelodeon Hotel. And both my 10-year-old and my 3-year-old enjoy the water, but the 3-year-old loves it, I think, a lot more, and he doesn't know how to swim. So we were at the pool one day, and I was standing at the edge of the pool watching the 10-year-old as he was playing, taking pictures, and I hear from behind, "Get him," just as I hear a big splash right next to me. I look down, it's my 3-year-old. He's run and jumped into the pool. And I can see the panic on his face, and he's looking like, "Oh, what do I do now?" Luckily, he had on a life vest, and his dad jumped right in to get him. However, so many kids don't get that chance. They aren't as fortunate. According to Safe Kids USA, drowning is the 2nd leading cause of death for kids under the age of 5 and between the ages of 10 and 14. And the risk of drowning increases 89% in the summer months. So today, I'd like to share with you some of the things I've learned to help keep our kids safe this summer. First, constantly supervise kids while they're in the water. According to a national study, 9 out of 10 drowning deaths involving small kids, the parents said that they were supervising the children. But we have to keep an eye on the kids at all times and avoid any distractions. It's heartbreaking to hear a story about small children drowning. It's even sadder when you hear the parents say, "I only took my eyes off them for just a second," or "I just ran in to get the phone or to pick up something, and when I came back, they weren't there." We should always keep an eye on our kids, keep them within arm's reach so that we can get to them quickly when they're in the water. Secondly, keep safety barriers. Have a safety barrier. Did you know that the #1 place for small kids to drown is the family swimming pool? Florida is one of 10 states that have laws requiring safety fences around swimming pools. You should also install locks on the gates and doors, and also alarms to help prevent tragedy in your home. Also, when you're in open water, like at the beach, you should stay in a designated area where it's supervised by a lifeguard to prevent drownings. Thirdly, learn to swim. How many of us in this room know how to swim? Sadly, 70% of African Americans, 58% of Hispanics, and 40% of whites don't know how to swim. The primary reason for that has been cited as fear. Folks, we have to get over our fear. We have to make sure that our family knows how to swim. There are many agencies that offer swimming lessons. The YMCA, the Red Cross are 2. that offer swimming lessons during the summer. So learn to swim. Also, never swim alone, especially in open water. Use the buddy system. Always have someone there with you when you're swimming. Fourth thing, wear a life jacket. Small kids and those that are inexperienced swimmers should always have on a life jacket when around water. Also, when you're on a boat, there are safety laws that require you to have one life jacket for each person that's on board the boat. So remember to keep your life jacket. Fifth, learn CPR. Be prepared in case something does happen. Get CPR certified. The Red Cross offers classes throughout the year. So take the time to get CPR certified. As the summer continues to heat up, all of us are going to be looking for ways to keep cool. For many, that will include activities with water, such as going to the beach, lakes, water parks, and yes, swimming pools. So I encourage you to remember these 5 safety tips that I've just shared with you. Supervise the kids while they're in the water. Maintain safety barriers around swimming pools and stay within the designated swimming areas. Learn to swim. Wear a life jacket and learn CPR. And if we all remember to do these things, we will all help prevent drowning and ensure that our families will have a safe and fun summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sonya, for that very informative and very timely information. If you heard in the news today, they resuscitated a 4-year-old at Adventure Landing yesterday. And I was there at Adventure Landing celebrating my nephew's 3rd birthday last Saturday, and I'm telling you, it was crazy because there's a lot of people, and like what you said, it's just so easy to take your eyes off your children for a second and anything can happen. Thank you for that information. Our next speaker, we haven't seen him for a while, but he's back in the Toastmaster world. Mr. Jared Powers is going to be speaking from the Advanced Communication Manual, Interpersonal Communications, speech number 1, Conversing with Ease. His objectives are to identify techniques to use in conversing with strangers, recognize different levels of conversation, initiate a conversation with a stranger, and use open-ended questions to solicit information for further conversation. His speech is going to be between 10 to 14 minutes and will be divided into 3 parts. The first part is a 4 to 5 minute speech. The second part is a role play, which Jared has previously chosen. Some of this is all impromptu. And the third part of his speech is a 2 to 3 minute informal discussion with the audience and with Mr. Powers. But before we move on to Mr. Powers' speech, I would like to call attention to the ballots. I would like to ask 1 minute on the clock to give your feedback to Ms. Sonya Ross's speech. If you could fill out Sonya Ross's name at the ballot where it says first speaker, and give with 1 minute on the clock. And we will be collecting those later when we get